points of e-skills called cooperation we have to discuss. We had to choose 3 questions about artificial intelligence and how it kind of imposes consequences for us in the future on different skills. And the first question, the one that I chose to discuss a little bit about, is about how to which extent will artificial intelligence limit or avoid human biases? Because human bias, I think it's pretty important because we all know that human biases affect a lot of people, especially minorities. For an example of that is in the legal system, how it affects people of color. We already seen that with like Black Lives Matter and systematic racism. And I think also for us three, we have pretty ethic names. And I think human biases could also, when we go to a job interview, it could also affect us. That's why I think it's important to discover how, if it could bring any benefits to us. What do you guys think about it?
Yes, that's a good choice and a good topic. So it's good to understand how the human bias works with works in general and how it like relates to artificial intelligence. So that's a good topic, Lissandra.
But what do you guys think? Do you guys think that artificial intelligence, by working with computers and algorithm, that it could like eliminate, for example, if you use that in the justice system, in the legal system, that people will be judged fairly instead of their instead of being victims of, for example, I'm a person of color, therefore I have less chances than another person.
I would say when you talk about, let's say, fair judgment and thinking about color and also racism, I would say, okay, it's advisable to use AI. But let's take, for instance, let's take a murder case, for instance. Maybe there are a lot of evidence. How are they going to use AI to do such research or come up with the investigation to maybe say, oh, he's just a victim. The person who committed the murder is not here at all. How are they going to do that with the AI?
Yeah, I think
so. It can solve that. It can solve the racism parts, and yeah. But what about the real judgment?
Yeah, I think it's just because when you think at first instance about artificial intelligence, you know that they are computers. So you know that they are not going to, you think that they are not going to judge or eliminate or discriminate people based on their gender, on their nationality, because they are going to be impartial. So, like, for example, it could be interesting, for example, if you're for a job interview, if you put a lot of profiles next to each other and compare it through artificial intelligence, it would maybe more just, maybe more fair than like a person that could choose it based on the bias, on like, oh yeah, but you know, because I do feel sometimes that my name being so ethnic could um, be not a problem, but a disadvantage, and I don't think it should, you know.
Yeah. Sure.
Because I'm not from Belgium, but I could be from Belgium, be born in Belgium, so it doesn't really matter, you know. Guys, are you guys from Belgium? I think you're born in Belgium, no?
No.
Okay, no, but you know, a lot of people that are born in Belgium have also like different names, and therefore,
They're still.
because of their religion, maybe they are given less chances.
Yeah, true. But I think to an extent, AI plays a fair, gives out a fair judgment to everyone, irrespective of their nationalities. So
Yeah.
yeah, you can use AI in some court cases, but not in
But
all.
not all of them, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I made a little bit of research, sorry. I made a little bit of research about the topic. And what I found out is that so it's kind of double because they have started using artificial intelligence. For example, um, they have found out the positive thing is that they have found out that it can like identify whenever something is socially acceptable or legal. And for example, there was a mortgage lending model to find out, and they found out that older individuals had a higher likelihood of reducing lendings and stuff based on age, society, and stuff. So this is considered age discrimination. So it was good that they kind of identified that. But in other things, um, artificial intelligence can actually like reflect on social and historical inequalities. For example, how it went bad is Compass is also an algorithm to show to like sorry, to see how many, to label people that had a criminal record, and they labeled more people that were of color, and this is because they kind of reflect on the data that they have put in kind of reflects the society that is systematic racism. So, and also like when people look online for CEO, they find much more image of men than of women. Um, but actually, women are like 27% of the CEO in the USA instead of only just 11% as showed in the pictures. So this is, I think they also have to work a lot on the data that they put in the system, that it has to be like more of a neutral data, so it doesn't reflect the discrimination or against genders or so. That's pretty much the conclusion that I have found. Okay, so Ike, do you like to say like something a little bit more about the topic, or do you like to start with the next question?
You're muted.
Oh,
Oh, yeah. I was about starting with the next question.
I thought that I was.
I was about starting with the next question. So, my question was about like, well, what are the impact of the latest AI trends on business? So, on that question, I made my research and I found out that AI has a lot of positive impact on business. For example, the logistics industry, whereby they use latest AI technologies like robotics to make delivery of goods faster, and also, for example, in hospitals now in the healthcare system as well, there are a lot of AI devices like thermal cameras to help read the temperature of patients. So I think these AI technologies help save human lives as well, and make sure everyone has a better standard of living. So thanks to AI, there's we can able to most businesses can achieve higher results, and less. There's also less human interference according with AI. So that was like my research.
I think it's pretty interesting. I think when I searched about it online, I saw